Just getting in the groove with RMAC. We tend to do very well against these teams. We've seen them a lot, and it's, again, using those 4 games where you get to see these batters, 15, 16 times. We get a pretty good scouting report on them. The fact that we now have 3 different pitchers that can throw in the games is really helpful. And just getting different people in there position-wise and hitting-wise, getting that confidence going is really preparing us for this next, 4 or 5 weeks of RMAC.
This week, a home series coming home with Black Hill State. It's one of those teams you kind of dominated over the years, but they look a little better than they have.
We're really excited not to go to Black Hills again. Last year on the way home, that's when our bus broke down. So we're excited not to at least push that off another year. They do have a pretty good pitcher that kind of gave us some troubles that first game last year and made it into a really long game. We're going to prepare for that better this year than we did last year. And again, it's always nice to play at home. It's going to be great weather and nice, hopefully, weekend to continue those shutouts that we had last weekend.
Good segue. Paige, you had 2 of those, including a no-hitter in your home state. It's kind of an extra special day for you?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Me and my dad were actually talking about that. That's probably the last time I'll ever play in New Mexico, so to end it like that is pretty cool. But just that doesn't happen without my defense behind me. There was some balls put into play that very well could have been hits. Lauren made a good play, Ava made a good play, the middles rolled a double play, so that doesn't happen without them. So yeah, it was super cool.
Coach talked about having 3 pitchers back, you being one of those. What is this kind of recovering from injury and kind of regaining the strength, going longer outings? What's been working for you, and how was that process?
So being out for a couple weeks there was definitely killing me, and just working back, a couple innings here, a couple innings there, so I don't know, just working up and being able to go. I remember looking at Coach in that last game, and I think I was going into the 6th inning, and the plan was if we went more than 5, we were going to go to Shea, but we were going into the 6th inning. I was like, I don't want to come out. And she's like, I'm not here to pull you out. So we were like kind of communicating that without actually saying it. So yeah, just working up to that and just kind of like having that fire with me to want to go those full games. So.
Nicole, you and a lot of your teammates kind of on a roll home run wise. You had a grand slam. What's the mentalities they kind of, I got to one up my teammate here to get one lately?
Our team has been on quite a roll with hitting, not just home runs, just putting balls in play hard. Going up to the plate with just the mentality, just get a hit. It wasn't necessarily trying to get a grand slam. It just happened that way, luckily. But yeah, just putting the ball in play hard, knowing what to expect when you get up to the plate, having a plan.
Trying to forget there's 3 people on base.
Yeah.
But some of the home runs this year, over the party deck, the power's there, and now it's like jaw-dropping power. Is it just kind of a progression through the season as you guys get more and more comfortable at the plate?
Yeah, I think definitely we are a really powerful team, and we work hard in the weight room to make sure that we improve our power, and it's just, we don't even need that power sometimes. It's just good contact, hitting the ball, seeing out of the pitcher's hand, and just getting good timing, which is what we practice through practice every single day, getting good reps, and just making sure to get solid contact.
With the depth of this lineup, what's it kind of been like every day working with them and seeing the progression this season up to the point where you guys are getting grand slams and where you guys have been at lately?
Well, definitely, I think one person said it on our team, like, it didn't matter who was up at the plate at that point. Like, anyone on our team has the power to hit a home run. It didn't necessarily have to be me. It didn't have to be Allie, who got intentionally walked that inning. Like, anyone has the power, whether they're starter, non-starter, we're all solid to be put in that spot.
It's got to be fun to put a lineup together with the depth you've got, or is it harder than it really should be, because it's like I got 7 and throw 2 more in, but now it's like I got 14 kids that I.
Yeah, I think I said it last time we were home, I wish we could have 13 people bat in the lineup just to get some of those other hitters that are really good, some more at bats. So it is a little bit tough sometimes, but it is kind of a nice thing when you're looking, and sometimes we do switch it up and, oh, look, our number 7 hitter has 7 home runs. Our number 8 hitter has this, or number 9 hitter is our, All-American from last year. And it's like, that's not a typical 1 through 9 lineup. Different teams, it's very different. You just have to get through 1 through 4, and then the power really drops off. That's not the case with our team.
Was it also, I mean, you've also, you've got to keep an eye on Paige as she's coming back, but, Sunday, what she's got going, it's like she said, I'm not coming out, but it's one of those things where, but let's just get out of this last 2 innings quickly and healthy.
Well, I keep track of pitch count per innings. We talk about it after every inning, kind of how things are going, and really just paying attention to who we have coming up next. Fortunately, those last 2 innings, we had kind of the bottom of the lineup, and she had really struck those girls out with 3 pitches. And they weren't really that close to hitting the ball, so you have that confidence as a pitcher going up to know that you can get them out, and you have been successful. We've seen holes in their swings, and defense was on point with it. If we do have some of those long innings, there was one batter that had a 15-pitch at bat, and it was like, we may have to go to the next pitcher after this. Like, that was a lot. But then I think the next out was like 1 pitch, so it was like, okay, that could have been a long inning. The other batters, fortunately, got out with shorter at bats, but we do pay attention to that, and it is anybody who's a little bit of a walking wounded player. It's just, okay, how far do you push through some of those aches and pains? When is it going to become injury? And just being smart, kind of with your reps and things that you're doing. For the most part, everyone's doing well, and we're paying attention to all these different things, but sometimes people just want to grit it out when things are going well. No hitter, you want to get that yourself, so yeah, I get that part.
15 pitch at bat. I mean, what is your mindset? Would you just swing at a really bad pitch right here, or, so I can get out of this? Or?
Yeah, I think I guessed, out in the field, I think I looked at SJ and I was like, I think that was 15 pitches, but I was after 8, I think I was like, just hit it. I don't even care if you get a hit. I don't care anymore. Just do something. It was long, and it was pretty tiring. It was full count too, so I couldn't throw a pitch out of the zone. She wasn't really watching a lot of, or she was very disciplined. She wasn't really swinging on my rise ball, nothing crazy. So yeah, I just had no room for error right there, and I was hoping she would just hit it or something. I was like, just do something.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, please make a mistake.
Yeah.
And what's kind of the process been like for you coming back from that injury and then just showing up like you weren't even injured with the no-hitter and get shut out?
I mean, same kind of mindset approach. I mean, I just take advantage of every opportunity I get, whether that is 2 innings in the Regis game where I came in the last 2, and just taking advantage of it, getting my team outs, and just supporting those other 2 pitchers that have my back when I need them, and I have theirs when they need me. So.
And for anybody to answer, what's kind of the mentality for you guys coming down the back half of the schedule with some pretty big games coming up?
Just keep doing what we're doing. I think we're in a good groove now, and we just keep challenging them in practice to really prepare for the next opponents we have. We have our goals set on postseason, but again, we got to keep getting better and getting people reps, and just keep dominating and keep doing our thing, really, the next few weeks. We're not going to be done in 5 weeks. We plan to go a lot further than that.
7th inning, I mean, what does go through your mind? I mean, everybody I know was kind of leaving you alone pretty much the entire game, but as you're going through the thinking process of how to attack the hitters, and not thinking about what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard not to think about it. I just was trying not to look at the scoreboard or not to think about it, but it is hard. I think I threw the first 2 pitches. I'll remember it because I think the first 2 pitches that were balls, not even close. So I was like, all right, calm down, I got this. And I remember I got the second out. I think I struck the girl out, and I just happened to glance in the stands, and my dad looked like he was a nervous wreck. So I was like, okay, that didn't help me. That did not help me at all. And my dad doesn't show much emotion, but yeah, just trusting my spin and trusting what I can do. Yeah, not making the moment bigger than it is. So.
What was the last no-hitter you
High school. Yeah.
threw? Usually what it is.
Yeah, probably my junior year, maybe my senior year. I don't know. Yeah.
All right, question of the week. Favorite off-day activity, not softball related.
Hanging out with the baby.
Figured that would be
Every day.
Sleeping. I like sleeping.
I usually go to the gym, or on Mondays, me and my friends go bowling at Highway or Freeway.